It's the boy Perry again. I'm here to demonstrate a management system using Laravel framework and script server-side scripting PHP. So here is my controller folder with my controllers, and this is an example of my controller, such as my file controller, and these are the modules that I use in that controller. And middleware such as admin middleware, which allow admin only to access certain page, and my user status. So the user status, only when users account is enabled, they are able to access the system. These are my migration for my table, and these are the modules that I use. These are my views, such as default views. You have a base, layout, create page, edit page, index page, and a show page. And scripts, so I have some control scripts here, such as uploading images. I have some dynamic script for my drop down. So now go to the website. Okay, and this is it. This is how it looks, the layout page, and this is my database with the tables. So I get myself authenticated. Okay, so now users now authenticated, and this is how the page looks. So as you can see, there is a calendar there which allows you to add tasks via the task option. So if you want to add an event such as a task, you can say, okay, for instance, restore servers, so the 8th and the 7th. It's open because it's not accomplished as yet, so the validation say that the date must be after or the same date. So I'll change this to a later date, and now the event is saved. So as you can look and see in the table, it's there, and it's now reflected on the calendar right here. You can also delete and okay, and it's deleted, but still reflected on the table, so we'll have to refresh because it was dynamically deleted, so it's now removed. So you have users, we can create users and delete users and change their status to ensure that they are able to access the system or not able. So this user doesn't have access, or this user doesn't have access, I would actually edit the user permission, enable, and the user will be able to access the system. You have different roles and permission. So for instance, I can create a role right here, and this role can be security, and maybe give it this permission as cyber for cybersecurity, and it's added here. And you have different permission which I can create. So let's create a permission, maybe project as edit files and that is reflected here. So as you can see here, you have option here where you can add tools or equipments, or add anything per se, because this was designed for something specific. So you add a serial code for whatever unit, maybe for a computer, for a server, and I maybe say okay, it's a server, which is an equipment, and it's assigned to, so somebody has taken a server or use a server. So I say James Anderson, and the building it was assigned to is Sky Eye, and it was assigned maybe the 7th, and intend to return back maybe 23, and it's added, so it's now reflected. So you can edit, or you can just view specifically the information or export it. So it is exported here. Okay, so let's continue, and this is a material table that may be used to add materials or equipment for some specific service order, which is here. So a service order will have certain properties, which these are the properties. So a service order will have a building that a service order was taken out to, and location wherever. So either the next location, maybe and location is added here, and service number, which is a unit number for a certain specific job. So for instance, this service number here, and you can edit it, and CAD and edit. So I go to service order now, and before I go to service order, maybe I'll give a demonstration for a fault log. So to create a fault log, I go here and use a specific service number, for instance this. So when I choose a service number, these fields are dynamically populated, which is the building, the location, and the machine number can be anything for a server, computer, or any equipment that is used in that is given a fault on a specific building. And as you can see, this service number doesn't have any information linked to it, and this one does. So I choose a date, and it requests if the work was completed or the fault was solved. Okay, yes, and replace this okay. Okay, so replace drives. Okay, and okay, I don't have any specific image now, so I just maybe choose these. So these would have been the drives that I would have changed, but hey, these are the picture I found. So okay, so the fault is added, so I can actually review about the fault, and I could see this picture that are linked with the fault, and I could actually edit something if I want. So if I change this, it will change information pertaining to the building name and machine number, location, and I could edit and then view that specific fault log. So these are the information that are attached with it, or the images which say. Now I'll go to a service order, and it's very similar to the fault log. but here I go. So for a service order, these are the information that are required, and it need to have a unit number for the service order, and then based on the service number I chose, the address, building, machine number, location get populated. So choose this. There's no information for this service number, so these don't get populated except the address. So yes, and these are repopulated. So choose that. That's what comes up. So charge to sky eye, and then customer is also sky eye. Number of person, maybe one person take out that service order and resolve the issue, and that one person maybe James Wright, or I should say Diego Wayne. Work was complete with yes. What type of order, replace or repair, material that I use. So yeah, materials are used, so may press maybe 2 or 3 drives, which are the RV, so on and so on. Parts number and the name is SSD, and there may be additional material that was used, so use a dynamic table to add more material. So for alright, maybe computers, and name computer. So for computer was also used, so we're complete. Yes, we're done. Would say replace and configured. Good. New equipment. Okay, so just make this brief. Okay, and as you can see, there are 2 material that were used, and I could also add more tables from the dynamic table, and as you can see, it was successful. So I can review. Oh, okay, so when I review, I can see this was the one that was there before previously. So this is what I added. So as you can see, we have the SSD, computers that was used, and these are the information that were added. So that's really my demo for this system. Is just a management system with certain functionality. So hope you like what I demo, and whatever else I created or design, I'll make a upload. So thank you for watching.